So one thing that I think we need to talk about as marketers, as an industry, and then for anybody that does marketing, so chances are if you're following us here or on any other social platforms, you are either interested in marketing for some reason, you own your own business, or you're in the C-suite, or you actively are doing your own marketing. So this is for anybody who's going to come across this. I think we need to revisit what they consider the customer journey. So I'm going to grab something to help me, an aid here, so we can kind of talk about this if maybe you haven't really heard of this, and then introduce kind of where we think that the customer journey is going to as more of a map. Okay, so if you look at this top part up here, this is kind of what you think of the traditional customer journey. So it's kind of how customer starts from becoming aware of their problem and that perhaps you're the solution, all the way down to transacting with your business by, utilizing your services or purchasing a product from you or whatever the case, whether you're B2B or B2C. So previously, it's kind of been this funnel. It's a little bit more linear. It's a little bit more trackable, a little bit more consistent, and kind of the cadence for the most part could be determined by industry and then by medium in which you were choosing to connect with your audience, right? So top, awareness, have a problem, what's the solution, consideration, you have different options here. Then you're going to choose what option works for you. Then you're going to purchase or transact with that business, whatever that looks like. And then you're going to breed brand loyalty here. So this is important to remember because it used to work very much like this, especially when it comes to older generations. There is a lot of loyalty and brand loyalty that lies in older generations like boomers and things like that too. But below what we're going to talk about in a second is how we believe that the customer journey is changing to become a little bit more of a map. And there will be tons more information about this, but this is just an introduction. So if you're interested in this whole thing, we explain this more on our blog, so I can always send this link to you too. But the customer journey now, and we're going to expand on this, is a little bit more in our mind as a map. And if you can read this text here, I think that there should be spaghetti going in and out of this kind of stuff like that, because the customer journey is more of a map. So if you think about a map, when you hold up, when you're going to a national park, there's a lot of different ways to enter. There's a lot of different places to go. And there's a lot of different understanding when people come into it. So what we see now is a completely different revisit of this customer journey. There is awareness and research happening at the very, very top, and a lot of people don't understand that anymore. Then we move to consideration, so you're kind of realizing what the solutions are. Then you oftentimes go back into research again. You're looking at your social networks, people you like, know, and trust. What have they done? What are they using that has solved similar or the same problem? Then purchase, then evaluation. You decide if it's worth it or not, and then it's open-ended at the bottom because there's really not a lot of brand loyalty in Gen Z and millennials anymore. So we really need to talk about this and not so much this anymore.